Many common objects we see every day have secret features that can do all sorts of cool things. You just have no idea that they're there. So, we're going to tell you about it. Let's get started. You know how sometimes when you buy a nice new shirt or pants, or even underwear, that it often comes with a tiny baggie containing a button and about 1 square inch of matching fabric. The reason seems obvious, right? A button in case one falls off when you aren't paying attention, and the fabric in case you get a small hole in your clothes and need to patch it up. Well, this is a nice use for the fabric swatch, but it's only a secondary one. The real purpose of the fabric is for you to test out your cleaning products on, to make sure they won't ruin the material. You can check it by washing the sample using a washing powder or bleach to know if it'll shrink or color bleed. You may have thought you understood all there was to know about the purpose of a soda can, but chances are you will be surprised to learn about this one. Every can of soda comes with a tab for easy opening of the tasty beverage. While these may come in all sorts of colors and different details on their corners, every single one of them has a fairly large hole in the top. Although this hole does seem to make it easier to get your finger wedged beneath the tab to pop the top on your soda, its intended purpose is actually to serve as a placeholder for your straw. Simply spin the tab around over the opening and slip your straw through. Have you ever found yourself wondering why the edges of dimes and quarters have rough-hewn edges, but the edges of nickels and pennies remain smooth? Well, you are right to wonder because there's a very good reason for this. Back in the good old days, coins were stamped from different types of metal cast in different weights that were the true value of the coin. For example, $1 silver was crafted out of 1 ounce of silver. People began shaving off the edges in coins to save up to melt into new coins later, and would spend the shaven coins at their full value, even though they weren't worth that much anymore. In order to avoid this, coin minters started using the rigid pattern only on the precious metal coins, so that a person could easily tell if a coin had been shaven. And the little bumps on the F and J keys on a keyboard? Most trained typists will already know what they're there for. In 10-finger typing, the F and J keys are the home keys, where your index fingers rest. The little bumps let you find your way back to the home position without looking down at your keyboard. What about this thick bit found on many cables? Those little cylinder-shaped lumps are ferrite cores or chokes, and they're essentially just chunks of magnetic iron oxide that are there to suppress high-frequency electromagnetic interference. Have you ever heard weird interference when your cell phone goes off too close to a speaker? Well, ferrite cores are there to keep that from happening to your monitors, power supplies, and everything else. Have you been eating Tic Tacs wrong this whole time? Maybe you've noticed the little indentation on the lid of a package of Tic Tacs before and figured it was there to tightly seal the container, right? Well, it also serves as a dispenser that gives you 1 Tic Tac at a time. Black grating on microwave window. It's called a Faraday shield. It prevents microwaves from escaping and turning the box into a Faraday cage. Your food also won't cook properly if the rays escape. So if you thought that this cage was just making it harder to see your food while it cooked, think again. Diamond-shaped backpack square. These are call lash tabs, also known as pig snouts. And it doesn't only look cool, it has a function too. You can pass a string through the middle part and lash objects to your bag. It's useful if something doesn't quite fit inside your bag, or if you want to keep it within reach. Historically, the feature was used by climbers and hikers, but it works equally well for gym shoes. Loop on the back of your shirt. You'll find a loop on the back of most dress shirts. Legend has it that these loops were designed for East Coast sailors to hang their clothes on a wire line to dry instead of hangers. What's more, these loops saved the shirt from getting wrinkles and the sailors could wear the shirt again the next day. The divots in a golf ball. There's a reason why golf balls aren't perfectly round. The dimpled ridges reduce the amount of drag when the ball is in the air. They allow the ball to go faster and farther. Most golf balls have between 300 and 500 dimples. The lift and drag forces on a golf ball are very sensitive to dimple depth. A depth change can produce a radical change to the ball's trajectory and the overall distance it can fly. Dimples have traditionally been spherical in shape, but it is possible to optimize the aerodynamic performance of other shapes. Mini jeans pocket. Most of our jeans have a smaller pocket inside the larger one. But why? The small pocket is actually called a watch pocket because it was originally intended as a safe place for men to store their pocket watches. It dates back to Levi's first ever pair of jeans, which hit the market in 1879. The tiny buttons on your jeans. Patented by Levi Strauss, these buttons are called rivets, and they're there to make sure your denim holds up to the wear and tear your body puts it through as you move about each day. The idea dates back to 1829, when Strauss noticed that miners were complaining about their pants not lasting through long work days. Do you know why there is a tiny hole between iPhone camera and flash? The tiny hole in the iPhone is a microphone that helps you to record the sounds for the videos. In fact, after the iPhone 5, every iPhone has 3 microphones. This microphone is installed for noise cancellation. It enables the iPhone to eliminate background noises. It also helps in bringing crystal clear sound. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.